Yes, I think we are live right now. Hello, everyone. We are really excited about our webinar today. So we just want to start it a bit earlier and we can have some chit chat before the presentation we prepare for you. I've seen that we have some attendees and Ece, Gabriel, Zeynep. Yep, maybe you might share where are you joining from. So right now I'm joining from Istanbul, for instance. Sima is also, Kemal is from Ankara, both of us in Turkey. So you might want to share, yep, you might share your maybe hometowns, locations you have been attending for this webinar. Yep, anyone want to share? I didn't see it on the chat, for instance. Oh, okay. We have Aryan, we have Gabriel, we have Jude, we have Kürşat, Utku. Yep, some names are familiar to me because I guess they are also Turkish. Okay, then no one wanna share their hometown. Let's wait for another minute and then we can start. Yeah. So, how can I highlight this like this? Let's change this to this part. Yep. Yes, let's start. Ah, by the way, we have 13. Nice. Anyone want to share their hometown? Yep, no one. Maybe the newcomers. We have Shahin, we have Aryan, we have Ece, just for Nepal. Oh, Netherlands. Nice. We have someone from Netherlands. Oh, Mustafa joined that from New York. Nice. Hello, hello. Good to see you here. Hey, Shahin. Yep, yeah. You guys been to Nepal? Simai, Kemal?
No.
Not yet?
Not myself, no.
Me neither. Maybe next time. So, today, as you know, the last season of G2, it was fantastic for user guiding. We received 41 badges. We tried to share it on LinkedIn. We tried to share on each channel we have. And today, we would like to share the behind the scenes of how we use G2 to conquer the SaaS market. So before sharing the behind the scenes, I would like to introduce myself and my teammates here. So my name is Levent. For those it's hard to pronounce, they can also name it Leo. So I have been working for user guiding for almost 5 months, I guess, but I also worked for user guiding 3 years ago. So right now my main responsibility is marketing communications. And we have Kemal. Kemal is our customer success manager. He has been working with us almost a year. Am I right? A year, right?
Yeah, around, this time last year, I joined the
This
company.
time last year. Yeah, it's going to be his anniversary in the coming month. And Sima is mainly responsible for all of the customer support operations in user guiding. And she is with us almost, I guess, 3.5 years, 4 years. And she has a great experience in customer support field. Before that, she worked for Expedia a tourism company, and almost 7 years as far as I remember. So
Great.
yeah, you have guys, all of the guys have really experienced people here. So don't hesitate to ask your questions. We are ready to answer them. So here's today's agenda. So I'm going to share the timeline that we uh, got 41 badges, started from 2 badges, and then I'm going to ask my questions to Kemal and Simai, and we will get your questions at the end. And before closing our, let's say, Q&A webinar, we have a small gift for you that you might want to use it for user guiding or for other tools. Who knows? Let's see. So I think everyone knows G2 here. I don't want to share some details related to G2, but if there is anyone who has no idea about G2, please ping me through chat. And in that case, I would like to push a poll here while there is a slide behind. You can also try to answer that poll. So, and let's highlight this as one. I just want to understand how many badges did you get in the last G2 season. And what I mean by the last G2 season, by the way, is the fall 2024. I mean, you can share the number of badges you received. Right now, we have only 3 votes. How about the other ones? If you don't know what does G2 mean, by the way, it's a platform for mainly SaaS companies, and people visit G2 to write reviews, read reviews, share reviews. It's like a review platform of software companies, helps you to understand which platform is better in terms of some filters that G2 provides, like ease of use, like admin parts, like let's say setup or implementation, things like that. So the thing is, guys, this is a bit a shocking poll for me, to be honest. And it's going to be a really good one because there are many people that haven't launched their G2 account yet. And it's going to be a great, I guess, webinar for them. So let's stop this. So we received 13 votes, and how many of them? I guess 10 of them haven't launched their G2 yet. 2 of them have badges between 21 and 50, and the one of them is higher than 50. Can we get that higher than 50? Maybe you can share it on the chat. We would like to congratulate you as well. Yes, waiting for you on the chat. Let's remove it from the stream. That guy is wanna be secret, I guess. Okay, so we can share our part. So actually, user guiding's G2 journey started 4 years ago, and at that time, uh, we had 6 badges in our first season, 2020, and after that, we received our first leader badge in 2021, and in 2023, we had 10 badges. It was our record. I mean, the last year. So with the help of our customer support and success teams, in in a year, we we doubled our badges. And I guess this year on spring we had 12 badges. On summer we had 21 badges, and in fall we had 41 badges. So as you see, we doubled our badges from spring to summer and also summer to fall. And today, that's why we are here and you are also here. We are going to share the behind the scenes of how we doubled our badges in 2024. And in fall 2024, we are number one in the leadership, results, implementation, usability for small businesses and mid-market category on G2. And we are really excited about winter 2025 for G2. And let's see how it goes. Say, Oran had a question related to impact of these badges for us. So, yep, nice one, Oran. I think it's better for us to answer this at the end of it. So I will have a list of questions and wait for us, please. So, and the next slide is about how did we go from 2 to 14. As I said, I guess this year I need to double check the numbers. So currently we have 392 reviews on G2, and we received more than 200 of them this year. So I have questions for both Kemal and Sima here. I mean, until the beginning of this year, we had 180 reviews, and right now we have 392 reviews. I would like to understand what did we do this past year that was different from the others. Yep, who would like to start?
I can take this one.
Okay.
I mean, on my end, when I first joined the company around last year, what we were doing is that we used to do this short sprints and send out doing bulk reach outs 3 4 times in 5 days, asking a lot of people for reviews without having enough data on those customers. I mean, for some companies, to some extent, it's a good target. It's a good strategy to target a lot of people at the same time to get positive reviews. But I don't think this was the ideal approach for us. So
Mm-hmm.
what we did is that we changed our whole customer success approach. We
Mm-hmm.
started to engage with every single customer, responded quickly to their needs, and made sure that they know that they have a dedicated customer success manager, for example, ready to help them. And we have a support team. We just made it known to our existing customers, and that's basically the new hands-on approach we've been using for the last 12 months.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, you mean the engage part is mainly related to hands-on approach, right? I
I
mean, like
think so.
proactive approach. You try to you try to reach out to them maybe in a short time and get the reviews from their end. Cool.
Yeah,
How
I can
about?
also add to that from the support perspective. The customer support operations has always been a core focus at user
Mhm.
guiding, and even if when you check the G2 reviews from 3 4 years ago, you can just see all the reflection there. The support was great, so it's
Mhm.
kind of solid. But of course, we just realized that we could do more on that space. And this past year, as Kemal mentioned, we shifted to a more proactive approach,
Mhm.
and we try to engage our customers more actively. And also, we try to encourage all the satisfied customers to share their experiences end to end. So it just requires some small nudge, to be honest.
I see. So, as as far as I understand from your answers, I think being more proactive is key here to get more reviews instead of waiting them to share reviews as an organically. And I think it's so hard to make it happen on G2. We push them to write their reviews on G2 by sharing their all upsides and downsides. Right? Cool. So for the attendees right now, I have some questions for Kemal, and then I'm going to ask some questions for Simai as well. So my question for Kemal is, as you know, Kemal, for the SaaS companies, the retention part is so critical after the pandemic, I guess, because it's getting harder and harder for companies to bring some new subscribers because of increasing customer acquisition costs. Companies are focusing more on their retention rates, net dollar retention, more focusing on their customers, to be honest. And it's essentially the bridge between what the product and what the user can accomplish. So I'm just wondering from your end, what were some of the key initiatives from your team implemented to foster customer satisfaction that led to positive G2 reviews in this year?
That's a great question, by the way. Thank you for the intro. And as a customer success manager, I'm going to agree with that. It's much more cheaper to retain a customer to go over that whole sales cycle again, and it's much more cost effective. So go customer success managers. Of course, I'll be promoting that. Other than that, I think on our end, it all started with talking to our customers.
Hmm.
User guiding, just to recap in a nutshell, is a tool that is being used by B2B companies, mostly SaaS companies, to onboard the new users, right? And as a B2B SaaS company, we also onboard our users. And as an onboarding tool, we should be intuitive enough to be easygoing enough for our customers to make them onboard easily. So that's pretty meta in itself when you think about it.
Hmm.
But even the product is is literally so simple that you can go live within 5 minutes. It's drag and drops and you're good to go live, and it's ROI positive within 5 to 10 minutes, within days.
Yeah.
But still, even though it doesn't take a technological whiz person, a very educated technical person to use user guiding, they still need that little push, little support, especially at the beginning. I mean, consider your iPhone. I mean, it's a genius interface. Is so easy
Hmm.
to use. You would think that you know everything about it within minutes, but there are intricate details that might be coming handy, especially when you start your onboarding journey and start with a
Hmm.
flow. And that's where I step in as a customer success manager. For example, most of our customers, they think they know what they want, but as a customer success manager, I talk to a lot of people from different industries. So I might have an idea about this is going to sound cliche, but I might be knowing something that might just light a bulb, and might be a low hanging fruit for them.
Yeah.
So we just try to make this dedicated support and success known to our customers. So even if it's our first meeting, I always say to our customers, look, the platform is easy. It's a SaaS platform. It is going to be a little learning curve, but it's so intuitive. You might not need to reach out to me anymore, but please do so. You are going
Hmm.
to have some questions, some technical bumps along the way. Please do reach out. You're going to get your answer within minutes. So we just made it sure and highlighted that we are here, available, ready to jump on a call, answer any emails, and so far it's been working.
Nice. I mean, from their end, it's really nice to have that kind of people on the company side, especially for customer success managers. I think this is so crucial. The thing that you shared mainly related to being empathetic, and also you are more likely they are therapists for some cases, right? I mean, maybe therapists or consultants, they can share all of their issues, all of their problems with you regarding to product onboarding, and you can also guide them by using user guiding and help them to use user guiding in a more efficient way, active way. I think this is so critical, and in order to make it, I think talking to customers is so essential. If you don't have any chance to talk to your customers, you don't know what's going to happen in that case. And after you talk to your customers, it might be more easy for success people, support people to get reviews, to maybe for G2 reviews or product reviews. So the key part is making it more natural instead of saying, I want you to write us a review, right? And I'm just wondering, how did your team make that process, make that part is a more natural with your interactions?
Um, from the customer success point of view, I don't think there is a secret sauce here. Um, I also believe if you don't talk to your customers, you're not going to get any benefits from your customers. You will have no idea about how they use your products, if they're getting benefits, if they're using it to the full extent, etc. So if you don't talk to your customers, if you don't build bridges right off the bats, let them know they are here, you're here. They're not going to review you out of the blue. Uh, Also, from my perspective so far, transparency also goes a long way. I mean, it's no secrets. Most of our customers are also in the B2B SaaS ecosystem, so they are aware of the G2 platform. They are aware of the review program. They're also in the review program. And some
Mm-hmm.
of the teams that I talk to on a regular basis, they have UX resources, researchers, engineers, and customer success managers. So they know what I need. And when I bring up a G2 when the deadline is approaching, I just go ahead and tell them, look, we have this G2 program, and if you're happy with the product, we will really appreciate your honest review.
Mm-hmm.
And we just take it from there. And so far, it's been developing naturally, just like you were mentioning.
Yeah, I think that's the key part. I mean, and do you use any survey tools to get some reviews, or just a signal from which customers to reach out?
Yes, I mean, I'm not talking to our customers every single day. I might have an idea about how they use the products.
Mm-hmm.
Did they get the gist of the idea? How well they are using? Are they logging in properly? How are the content creation rates? I'm also
Mm-hmm.
monitoring those metrics. But at User Guiding, luckily we have our own homemade tool, survey. So we
Mm-hmm.
implement the survey to our own website, and we are using user attributes and events. So whenever a user goes and votes us on our own NPS scoring system, we get the
Mm-hmm.
notification. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever I see a customer voting User Guiding, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, I
Mm-hmm.
immediately reach out to them and tell them, look, thank you for your NPS scoring. We are happy to hear that. Would you like to share the same score, same review on this platform? Most of the time the response is positive, and sometimes we get surprised because the user might be using user guiding for like 2-3 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and the idea they might have about user guiding, the experience they have might be longer than one sentence. Sometimes we get response from our customers. They like to jump on a call with our product team and share that overall experience, positive experience.
I see.
We use our own survey tools, and we add some rule sets, we add some conditions. So, for example, don't pop up this survey to the users who's been using user guiding for 7 days only. So we
I
make sure
see.
that we target the right people at the right time.
Yep. So yeah, I think Net Promoter Score surveys are really essential in that case, as you mentioned, because they are really much more open to, especially the one that give 9 or 10. They are much more open to share some reviews because it means that they are okay to refer that product to their friends. So I'm just curious about, are there any surprises in terms of users responded to uh, your survey? Let's say when asked for reviews, particularly from power or long-term users, did you have some, let's say, anecdotes you want to share here?
Absolutely. I mean, from my perspective, the longer a user uses our platform, the better
Mm-hmm.
and more extensive their review becomes.
Hmm.
Uh, we might get a positive experience from a user who's been using user guiding for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
They might have a positive experience, but when we go out and reach out a user who's been user guiding for years now, they have a whole different ballpark of
Yeah.
experience, because they can benchmark, right? They can
Mm-hmm.
talk about 2 years ago without we were using our products without user guiding, and now with user guiding we get to this point in 12 months or 14 months or 20 months. So it's
I
just
see.
we are able to collect much more data from our long-standing customers.
So, so I'm, as far as I understand from your answer, it's better to reach out to long-term users at first to get some reviews instead of the ones like 3 months, 6 months using the product.
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. So this question is coming for both of you guys, and I'm just wondering about the collaboration behind you. I mean, how did the customer success and support teams collaborate to create a unified customer experience that encourage more positive reviews on G2? This is going to be my question. And I think I need to turn off the lights here. It's getting darker. So I'm coming in a bit, but you can continue.
Okay, okay. I'll take the first part of the question, and you can get the lights. Uh, as a customer success manager, I can say that it just makes my life much more easier to have a very sharp support team. Uh, I don't want to sugarcoat a lot, but our support team is one of the sharpest tools that we have in the toolbox at the moment. So that gives me certain uh, powers as a customer success manager. I know we have a very extensive library. You can type up anything, any question you might have with user guiding is already out there, reachable. We have a library, of articles, official articles, talking the same language of the technical person's lingo, or a video library who is more comfortable with watching a video and learning how to use the tool. And on top of that, we have the live support, working 14 hours a day, covering different time zones. So when I'm on an onboarding meeting or a technical meeting, that gives me so much comfort, because I know I'll do my best to help out the customer. If it's a subscription related question, if it's a renewal related, account related kind of questions, I'm always here as a customer success manager. But sometimes the conversation grows naturally, and sometimes customers ask me technical questions and ask me to support them. Obviously, we are not going to say no to them, but knowing that I have a support team behind me working 14 hours a day, and I just let the customers know, uh, whatever the question it is, I'm going to hook you up with a person, a product expert person, that will resolve your case. From there point on, I pass it to our support team. 90% of the time, 95% of the time, these are the real data, by the way, we resolve their issues, right? So
Mhm.
we add the personal touch in a conflict, and at the end of the day, when we resolve the issue, when we show our good grace, our readiness to help them out, we go out and we have this bridge now later on that we can use and ask for their opinion.
Mhm.
I'm just circling back to collecting reviews.
Yeah, I can also add to that. And Kemal, the feelings are mutual. We love working together with you. So we as a support team take some insights from our customer success managers. And with that information at hand, we can offer more tailored solutions to our customers. We have their history, their pain points in advance. And this information helps us just provide a better, sometimes even faster, and of course, more personalized resolutions to them. And we just leave them very happy at the end of the conversation. So we have this holistic approach to customer service, not just support or success. So we are working really, really together, and the customer also feels that, and they always say that they have the seamless experience from end to end, like from onboarding from their first meeting and to their troubleshooting for their issues, for bugs even. So this holistic approach boosted our G2 reviews, to be honest. Yeah.
Yes, it's good to hear those from you guys. I mean, you are the face of the user guiding for the, let's say, customer part. And I guess the holistic approach is key factors in that case. It's starting from support, and also when someone subscribe to user guiding, Kemal is going to reach out to them for the success part. And the holistic approach, I guess it's a really crucial part in that case. And yep, the collaboration is also important, as you mentioned. So I don't have anything to share here. You already mentioned all of the critical parts. And I have one more question for Simai, actually. So Simai, as I already introduced in the beginning of the webinar, you have been working for customer success teams, I guess, more than 10 years. Before user guiding, you were working for Expedia, and 4 years, I guess, with user guiding. So in that case, you have a really, how can I say, huge experience in customer support field. And I would like to learn your experience about solving customer support tickets. and also customer satisfaction, especially when someone stuck on the platform have some technical issues, pinging you many times through chat. You get used to that, and you know how to handle those kind of things. So do you have any secret sauce there? I think this is also the beginning of the getting some positive reviews, because you are the customer support is also the mainly the first, let's say, persons, first people that that's match with that potential people, maybe through trial, maybe through website chat, maybe other channels, maybe LinkedIn or other stuff, LinkedIn DMs or other stuff. So I would like to understand, how do you handle those issues? I mean, does it something related to your mental health, or does it something regarding to anything specifically that we don't know yet?
Yeah, when you just call mental health, the only phrase I remember is like, don't take anything personal. So this is like the motto of customer service in general. So yeah, you're right. I have spent some time in support operations for many years, and one thing I have learned, and I can share, I always share with my direct reports too, in this business. Support is not about resolving problems. It's not about fixing issues only. It's also about creating an experience for your
Mhm.
partners, for your customers, or whomever you're dealing with, to be honest. So you just need to leave them with positive and even sometimes memorable experiences. It's not just about fixing things. And I know people, our customers are encountering some issues. They come with a bug and they're kind of frustrated, and we of course solve those bugs. But in my experience with user guiding, I can say that we dig a bit deeper,
Mhm.
and in while we are resolving their issues, we kind of try to understand what they are trying to achieve, what are their goals, and we just find ourselves offering some other tips to just hit that goal together. So we work really, really together with our customers, and we share some other resources with them. So it's not just about fixing a broken thing, but creating an experience, as I mentioned before. So also in return, with their insights and their use cases, we can build our own knowledge base. We can just improve our processes, our products. So it's a win-win situation, to be honest.
Mhm.
Um, and the mindset when it comes to support should be like, shouldn't be good enough. We always should give them something extra.
Mhm.
And I think that approach, in my experience, can turn all those frustrations or confusions into kind of wins, right?
Yep. Yes. Totally agree on the same page. And also, while you are facing with issues, facing with bugs, you also try to build some relationship.
Of course.
And in that case, how that relationship has an impact on G2 reviews. I mean, to motivate them to leave positive reviews. Because
Mhm.
okay, you are handling their bugs, you are handling their all of their frustration things. Just curious about what should be the level of that relationship to push motivate them to bring some good reviews on G2 platform or other platforms. It's yep. What what do you have here as a
Yes.
source?
So actually, traditionally, companies cannot relate customer support to maybe positive experiences or good reviews on G2 or any other
Uh,
platform. So just because of the reasons that you listed here. But I see that the connection between customer support and those positive reviews is very straightforward when you think about it.
mhm,
Uh, of course, yes, the customers reach out to you when they're frustrated or when they're confused or they have like lots of questions in mind. But when
mhm,
you solve their problem quickly, when you do that quickly and effectively, and when you offer them a great service, you kind of leave them satisfied and they feel valued. And
mhm,
this is actually your cue here. So when you see that positive emotional shift, it means that they're kind of ready to leave a review for you. So you have your queue and you just ask for it.
Yep.
So we should always remember that they're not reviewing the product, they're not reviewing the bugs they faced or
Yeah.
issues they see every day. So they're sharing the reviews based on their whole experience, and that also includes the support they received, the assistance they got from the team. Uh, and they are including these, like everything they've been through that process in
I
those
see.
reviews. Yeah.
Yep. So that kind of reviews, let's say G2 reviews, we can say that it's going to be cherry on the cake after doing all of the things, right? I
Yeah.
mean, cool. So you shared all of the things related to your mainly your teams. I mean, like from the customer support team perspective and also the customer success team perspective. And I have one more question directly related to your individual experiences. And this one is like, what do you think were some critical factors that contributed to 3 times doubling the number of G2 badges and ending up 41 badges this season?
Let me go first. I'm just gonna go back to the beginning of what I was saying. I think it's the switch that we made a year ago. I
Hmm.
still believe the rock star of the story here is the product that we got here. I also believe the potential was already there. Even 2 years ago, we just decided to invest more time and effort and do some heavy lifting as a team to promote this beautiful product that we believe in and work on it on a daily basis.
Yeah, to add upon to that, maybe another major change was like we totally focused on improving the entire customer journey, not just support, not
Hmm.
just success, the whole journey. So we listen to our customers very, very closely, and we get their pain points, and we even sometimes find ourselves adjusting our product accordingly. So it helps a lot. And This is happening because we have a nicely built internal feedback loop.
Hmm.
It plays a big role here, to be honest. And these real customer interactions that we have as supported success teams uh, help a lot of help like improving our own product and our own services.
I see.
So this is, I believe, where we are adding some value to both the product and the experiences. And we sometimes are helping them to reach their goals, and sometimes these goals can be unexpected. So overall, I can say that these efforts bring more positive reviews and some great recognition on G2 too.
Yep. So from your, let's say, answers, I can say that in a nutshell, it's all related to being more customer oriented, as far as I understand. I mean, listening their feedback, listening their frustrations, listening their requests, and then trying to optimize the process by managing the requests that we are gathering from customers. I think this is one of the key parts from your sayings. So I have one more question, and this is going to be the last one. And as also one of our attendees asked, Oran, I know, let me check, he is still here. He left the conversation. So, okay, we have that badges, we have that records, but what's the impact of it on our, let's say, support team, success team, marketing team? What were the next steps, and how are we using those pages for company promotion?
Okay, let me start with this one too. So the G2 deadlines are all out there, and G2 beautifully gives you this buffer time in between the initial draft release of the seasons and the actual release date of the reports and the badges. So once we get the news from the G2, once we have the drafts at hand, we immediately get to work with our marketing team to make sure that we are ready for the release and make sure we get ready with the email newsletters, we create materials for the websites. Everybody promotes it on LinkedIn,
Mm-hmm.
publish a full blog article about it, and we have a article that we can share, I think, on the comment section. We also went ahead and created playbook for fellow startups of our G2 journey in a booklets, and we can also share this with the webinar attendees later
Yep.
on at the end. But yeah, as soon as we get the news from the G2's end, we get the work on the materials and make sure and discuss internally how we can make the most out of this success and get the work from there on.
Yeah, and Levent, I also want to add one more thing to that. We are really focusing on localizing and promoting this success in key regions as well. For example, in Latam, where we're really, really strong, we try to highlight our G2 leader badges because we also provide support in Portuguese, as everybody
Yep.
knows. So I think it's really important for the customers to see that we are recognized even in their own region. So it builds trust, of course, and we kind of make sure that we provide the same great service wherever the customers is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, in addition to your sayings from the marketing perspective, I can add that Kemal already mentioned, but from our end, we try to share G2 badges through our teammates' LinkedIn profile by publishing a own story with their own words. Like, it's we didn't publish anything like from success team or support team, like this is our badge number, this is our report number, and we didn't share the same copy with each of our team members. We try to be personalized, we try to be more focused, and I think we shared, I guess, maybe more than 15 to 20 posts through different LinkedIn accounts of user guiding's teammates, let's say user guiding's colleagues. And at the end, we reach a 20K organic impression on LinkedIn. So I don't think if we share one post or the same copy with each other, we will reach that organic impression. And the second thing that I would like to highlight is, as Timai mentioned, so we have been getting, I guess, the 10% of our demo calls from G2, as far as the survey results we have. And actually, these reviews, these pages, helps us to increase our credibility, increase our trust for G2 visitors, G2, let's say, companies that are looking for G2 to understand which solution to move forward. So G2 is a strong platform for B2B companies to understand how to proceed in terms of their needs, in terms of their requirements. So it helps to build credibility, trust, the badges part. And we are on the right track as far as I understand, as we believe. And we are really excited about the future that we are planning to do for the G2 part. So those are the questions we have. And right now we have two questions. And then I would like to share the special gift for you guys. So the first question is coming from Reddy. And let's add to that stream. So I can answer, and Kemal, you can also contribute if you want. So especially G2 has different plans, as you mentioned already. But in order to get reviews, you don't need to purchase any of their plans. Plans is mainly for the content part, for the buying intent signals, and similar features they provide. But in terms of getting reviews, I don't think you need to be a paid member. Am I right, Kemal?
I don't think so. I mean, we also use a very basic plan on G2, but if you're looking to dig into to buyer intents, to take a look at the deeper you know look into your data analytics, the views that you get, the click rates of your G2 profile. I'm sure there are higher tiers, but as far as the review goes, it's good enough to be on G2 as far as I'm also concerned. Uh, yeah, and to keep it low cost, everything that we covered is, I think answers that question. Uh, Working very close with your customers, being an extension of their team, a strategical partner, makes it so much easier to later on ask them for their positive feedback.
Yep. Simai, would you like to add something, or I can pass the other one?
You can pass the other one. I think you covered everything.
Okay. So the other one is coming from Ahmed. It's something like the approach regarding to feedback. So what is your approach when a user sends a feedback through in product feedback flow and it's a negative one? How do you analyze it for your product related projects and what's the answer the user gets from you? Ahmed, is that the negative feedback that we face on G2 or some something different maybe for
They
our
say in product, so I think they refer to the
Yes.
NPS.
and the MPS part?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me answer this one. It's a double-edged sword. We also get some uh, feedbacks from our customers. Sometimes they get frustrated, just like with any other tool. And when we ask a question, they express that frustration. And just like for the positive ones, once we have a review that is below a certain threshold, we immediately reach out to that customer and especially develop on whatever the issue they're expressing in the survey. We reach out to them. We let them know if you'd like to jump on a call, we are ready. If you need the technical, aspects of the things in terms of support, we are available. How can we increase your experience and make it better for you? So we don't just focus on the positive ones. We also try to make the negative ones into positive ones. Circling back to Simai's, idea, we try to make those opportunities, make those cases into opportunities, because once you show the customer that you really care about their problems and help them out and give them actual results, they're more than willing to share that positive experience later on another platform. So absolutely, that's equally as important as the positive reviews.
Yes. Would you like to add something, Simai? Oh,
Yes, Kemal mentioned everything
mm,
comes to being more proactive in every situation. So, as we mentioned earlier in our answers to you, we just take the step and just try to cover whatever they need and try to turn those negative experiences into positive ones. Yeah.
yep. So we have one more. Actually, Oran asked us, what's been the impact of having these pages for you guys? I think we covered this one. Me and Simai covered this one. Actually, it's again related to trust and credibility. When you have 41 pages, it's better for you to understand how to promote those, where to promote those. So in our end, we add some of those pages on our home pages in different, let's say, languages. For instance, for the Brazil, we have added the one related to Latam, and for our main site, I guess in English, we have the leader badge and also the other, let's say, implementation and similars. And we also plan to use those pages on our sales materials, on our related content articles, blog articles to increase the credibility and trust. So Oran has another question, but I'm just sharing so one of you guys can take it. Does it not give intel to your competitors that you're on there? Actually, I didn't get it 100%, so maybe you might also try to answer and I can contribute.
It does to some extent. It allows you to add to your analytics page your competitors. the other companies, the other stakeholders within the same market space. Let's say we at User Guiding, we have A, B, C, D companies within the same zone, and we are competing with them in the G2 marketplace. You're able to see them on the grid where you position yourself and where they are in terms of their market presence, organic traffic, and the number of reviews they have. G2 places you in the market accordingly, and you're able to actively follow and monitor that space. Uh, yeah, to some extent, it gives you the intel, at least lets you know where you are, where your competitors are within your market space.
Yep. Thanks for that, Kemal. So let's remove this from the stream and change this to this. So based on the data, do you find competitors copying you based on the data on G2? What does copying mean here?
I think
Copying here. Yeah, we are not sure actually. Did we track this? Did they copy us or not? Actually, I had no idea related to that. We try to be more authentic in that case, but regarding the competitors part, we have no idea if they copy us or not.
hopefully they do. And even having this webinar and talking about our action plans on improving our GT reviews, I think we kind of like inspire others in that
Yeah,
notion, right?
but this shouldn't be public, so our competitors can also watch this. So it should be a private video. Yep. Okay. So before sharing our discount code, we have one more question for the poll. As me, Kemal, Simai mentioned, how we use user guiding to improve our, let's say, review numbers and also product adoption and the impact of product adoption for positive reviews. I would like to ask you our last question, which is regarding to free consultation call that we provide for, let's say, our potential users that are curious about user guiding. And also let's highlight this as one. If you would like to get a if you would like to get a free consultation call from us, yeah, you can answer this survey. I'm going to share our survey link with you as well. So you can also try to schedule a call from our survey. And not survey. Why did I say survey? It's like a form, HubSpot form, event form. So let me share it also here. It's our meeting link as well. You can also schedule a call from the link that I shared on the chat as well. So let's close this poll then. Oh, we have 5 votes, 3 yes, 2 maybe a month later on. Yep, our sales team will get in touch with you guys. Thanks for answering this poll as well. I'm just going to stop this poll, and if you would like to get a call, you can also check our link that I shared on the chat. Yep, so let's share the discounts we have for you. So right now it's Halloween month for the US, for European people, and we will have a Halloween discount in the coming week. But we would like to share it with you a bit earlier. So if you would like to give a chance to user guiding for basic plan, pro plan, monthly, annually, right now you have 30% discount code you can use for 12 months, as we mentioned here, as your first year. And once you start your trial, you can redeem the code from the related page. My teammates here, Simai or Kemal, can help you in that case if you need any help. And yep, this is the code that we would like to share with you. I hope you will get the most out of it if you would like to use user guiding in your product adoption and reducing support load. Thanks. Yep, that's all of the things on my end actually. Thank you for listening us, watching us, and I hope the webinar was so fruitful for you. So for the next steps, we will be sharing the playbook that we prepared for the SaaS talk event that we attended, and also the playbook that we included all of our behind the scenes through email. Please don't forget to check your email. You can download the playbook from your email, and some of you already shared their intent for the free consultation session. And for those who would like to schedule, they can also check our email, and you can schedule a call from the email that you will receive in a couple of minutes, in an hour. Yes, Kemal and Simai, would you like to add anything?
Thanks a lot for listening and watching. And thanks for inviting the event. See you next time.
Thank you all for joining. This has been a pleasure. See you next time.
See you. Yep.